Sayulita Wellness, home of your inner peace.
Hi, this is Kaylee from Sayulita Wellness Retreat, and I am back with another wonderful alumni interview. And today with me, I have Frank Bennett, who just got back from an amazing retreat. So, welcome, Frank. How are you today?
Oh, wonderful. I feel awesome. Very
Oh,
good.
so happy.
Refreshed and renewed.
That's how we want you to feel. That's beautiful. So, let's get right into it. Frank, would you mind sharing with, our wonderful viewers a little bit about why you decided to come to this retreat?
I came to the plant medicine to just kind of let go of my ego and open my heart and just have a blessed union with spirit once again and find out what my soul's purpose is, to remember like why I came here, you know,
Yeah.
and remember some old things that were kind of like buried deep within inside that needed to come up for healing, that
Mm,
type of thing. I know
that's
that it was getting in my way of really just being my true authentic self.
That's so beautiful. And,
Yeah.
when you attended the retreat, is this something that you'd done before? Or was this something entirely new to you?
It's I've attended one retreat prior to this to another place in down in South America, in the Ecuador area, but this one was more relaxing to me. I'm not, I don't really believe in better than, but I just believe in different. And this one was
Yeah.
more effective for me because I felt so relaxed there. I was felt like more at
Uh,
ease. Yes.
yeah. Would you like to
Yes.
share with me a little bit about that first moment when you arrived to the center, you get out of the car? Like, what was that experience like walking in?
Oh, wow. I mean, I remember I had a backpack on and just dropping the backpack because as I walked in there and then I saw the ocean in the background. And there were people coming up to greet me, but I was just passing them by as that they weren't even there because I was just so taken with that view. And I just fell into it. And I was just, it felt like a dream from the first moment I got there. Things were just so, they flowed like water,
Mm,
orchestration of how everything was done was
that's
just so smooth and just it was so nice to have somebody else take the reins and just say, "Hey, we got you. Just go ahead and feel your way around, relax, feel the grounds." And
beau-
it was so welcoming, so welcoming. The staff was
beautiful.
so friendly. They made you feel so welcomed. They were so
Yeah.
authentically just genuine, being kind.
Oh, that's so nice. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about that. Is there anything else about the staff that really stood out to you, or like, did you feel supported throughout the journey?
Yeah, I was amazed at how they put everybody with the right people, or the way he orchestrated everybody with each the sitter who sits with you, and which just couldn't have been better for me. I know it was 10 times better than I even imagined. Let me just tell you that. I was just like, that's how it was for me. I was
Uh,
just in awe, and I still felt the energy as I came after I came back. I still could feel it.
Wow, that's
Yes.
incredible. Though, thank you for sharing that. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad you felt supported. We get that feedback a lot where people will say, like, wow, how did you guys know how to pair this person with this person? But
Yes.
it just seems to be always kind of this person is the right trip sitter for this person, and so on
Yeah.
and so forth, and matching those energies and really
Yes.
customizing the experience for the guests. We have like a framework and protocols, but it's important to tune into each person and their unique needs.
I fell in love with all the staff, like Nara, Stephanie. Oh my God, she was so. I felt like, oh, I don't know how she just. I told her, like, I feel like I've known you before. You made me feel so like just like a kinship I had felt like with her. She feels you makes you feel so relaxed and just that's very rare. That's hard to get that type of energy.
Yes.
And that's very important too because when you're in this space, you need to be in that like calm and relaxed and
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah.
So
In order
great.
to let go of your mind and like trust the process and really surrender, it's so important to be able to let go of that control and trust the team to take good care of you. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
so
God. Yeah.
wonderful. So, when you I hear that you did this retreat before, but why was it important to you at this time of life to do another retreat? Like why was this kind of something that you felt like you needed now?
Because I felt like I was becoming more mind oriented as opposed to in my heart. I
Hmm.
was becoming more blocked off. Like Western society has a tendency to do that to you. And I
Yeah.
just felt like I needed to hit the reset button and get
Yeah.
centered and drop back down to my soul and my spirit and just be because we're not human doings, we're human beings. And
Yeah.
how much of our time do we spend just being? And
Ah,
that's what I needed to do, just to be. Yeah, because
Yeah.
stillness speaks, and when you're sitting that stillness for a while, you will feel yourself again, and
Yeah.
that's what I did. I've always been spiritual, and I'm a person who needs to get out in nature once in a while and just feel that oneness with nature, and let
Yeah.
go of myself and be. And then that place, my God, like I said, it touched me deep down inside. I mean, I was crying still after I came back. I was so moved by that experience.
Wow.
Words just don't do it justice.
Yeah.
They just don't do it justice.
Yeah, we hear that a lot too. Our clients are like, I'm going to try to explain this experience I had, but it's very difficult to put into words because
It is.
the mind can't always understand, but the heart knows. And I think what you said is so beautiful that through stillness, we reconnect with like our true essence and our timeless nature. But when we're caught in this sort of realm of duality and separation, it's very easy to get lost in the mind and, get back on that treadmill of life. So.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. But in this place, you can do that. And in the Sayulita Wellness, you can do that in that sacred space. And after
Yeah.
I remember at the end of it, I told the you, this is priceless. You can't put a price on this
Hmm.
because
That's
it's something that's just, if you want to shift, you want a major shift in your life. And then there it is right there. All you have to do is say yes and surrender. That's what the medicine does for you. Just let go and surrender.
wow.
If you come with the will, then you've made it already there, and let the
Yeah.
medicine do. You don't do the medicine does you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you are the medicine as well.
Ah, boom, nice, very nice.
Uh, well, so I'd love to just hear a little bit more if you'd like to share a tiny bit about your ceremony experience. Like, what was that like for you? You don't have to
Oh,
share everything, but just what are some like things that really stood out to you about the ceremony? Was there any fear going into it? How are you feeling before versus how you felt during and after?
well, I had a rapé shot, so that helped me put in and I've done that before, so that helped me end up putting in that I don't give a damn state. So
Yeah.
it's easy for me to slip into the medicine, and I've done psilocybin before, so I didn't have much difficulty. It was a lot of what I remember particularly. I work in as a server. My body started talking to me because I told the sitter, "My God, my leg is cramping up." Then I could remember having a conversation with my leg. It was just so amazing. It was to tell him about, you I take every step for granted, but you remember every one. And I was, it's okay. Yes, it's okay. And having this conversation with my leg, and it was telling me about how it's tired of working so hard. Then it got into me, just like how my whole body just having a nerve damage down my leg. And I was just praying to the Lord, please, if there's be some other way that you could help me. And I started breaking out in this poetic prayer. It was just beyond anything I've ever thought I've ever prayed before in my life. It had me in tears. The sitter was just like witnessing this, and it was such a beautiful prayer that I had with my creator. I never felt so touched. And after I was done with it, I remember walking, because I was one of the first ones done. I walked out to the pool and the sun was setting, and I sat my feet in the pool, and the clouds did a dance in front of the sun, and I felt the presence of God right there. And I was just in awe. I felt like God himself was saying, it's okay, I got you. And I was just, tears were coming out of my eyes. That type of deep connection is just, I mean, I wrote 10 pages in my journal when I came back. That's how much I had to like get this down, because this is something that just is a big life-changing moment,
Yeah.
major life-changing moment. So that, yeah, that was amazing. I came, what I was looking for to come here, I got that.
Yeah.
What I wanted, I got that. And then some, and then some.
Wow, that is incredible. And it sounds like just not only that state of surrender that you had kind of entered in, like was definitely a key to kind of having this powerful experience, but that enhanced connection with your body, with creator, with, yourself, your heart, and also being able to think of wow, how much better can my life be? Like all these things that you deserve and like knowing your worthiness. And
Yes.
sometimes we forget and we think we put all these, oh, I can't, or that's not for me, or this is da da da. And then like we all forget our power. We all forget what's possible for our
Mhm.
lives. And I think that healing is also like a big state of remembering. And we have to
Yes.
remember, like follow those threads back to who we are. And then when you take a big leap like this, come to a retreat, you're like saying yes to yourself. You're saying yes to like that evolution. And then there's so much support and love that floods in when you take those positive steps in like those directions to really, remember your power.
Yes, absolutely. I don't remember before that. I was a lot of tears flowing. I sat there, and the sitter was so beautiful. I remember afterwards coming. I go, "You were so beautiful. You just me sit there and do my thing." And I go, "You just, with no judgment, just wonderful, And I had a wonderful. I told her, I can't close this out with getting a hug from you, and it was just so wonderful to feel the love that you feel just from a genuine person who's just taking care of you, holding space for you to have that wonderful experience. I mean, oh, it was heaven. It was sheer heaven.
Oh, that's so awesome. And I think just like, some people, clients will call saying, "Oh, is somebody going to be talking to me the whole time during my ceremony?" And I
Right.
say, someone will be there with you. Someone will be present with you and be able to like reply and support, but they want you to have your journey and they want you to go inward and you want to have the conversation with yourself and with God or the universe, whatever you'd like to kind of call it. And we don't want you to miss out on that chance for that really deep conversation.
Yes, yes. I remember hearing some of the other guests having experiences like one girl just want to go out and hug everybody, but they're like, no, no, you got to stay in here. But her energy was so booming, and it was just other guests were just perfect too. They were just like I'm like, wow. And I met somebody which became like a good friend afterwards. We talked now even afterwards, and we just became connected right off the bat. And so
Oh,
that was
that's awesome.
that was a beautiful gift to get out of it.
I do feel like I always feel like the people are orchestrated perfectly wherever is coming for the dates. And sometimes someone will have to switch, and I'm like, oh, I know that they're moving around for the right re Like, it's just cool to watch from my end, like who kind of moves to those dates and why. And we've had people with almost the same first name and last name from other sides of the country sign up within 10 minutes of each other just for the same dates. Like, there's just been amazing
Synchronicities like that were
synchronicities.
just yes, I'd like to share one. When I got onto the vehicle, that was where I met Derek, and then the guy, we became good friends, and I was telling him about the book called The Four Agreements, and we were just discussing that. And I get to the retreat, and what book is lying there? The Four Agreements. And I'm just like, whoa, that's what I started feeling dreamy. And there was another synchronicity. I was telling him about the earth, something about my connection to the earth. And the room I got was called Terra. And
Oh,
and that's what I said. Whoa, that I know synchronicities let you know that you're on the right path, that
yeah.
what you're doing is around. And that's why I felt dreamy to me. I was like, wow, I feel like I'm in a dream. This is just too amazing.
It makes you remember that like you're always dreaming, but then we forget that we're always dreaming. You know what I mean?
And the remembering is the forgetting. We have to.
Remember, yeah. Oh, well, this is so fun. And, with the retreat, like there are a lot of people out there who need this and want this. And then sometimes they're on the fence, like their soul wants it, their spirit wants it, but their mind might be like, do I really deserve this? Can I do this now? Like, what would you say to people who are a bit on the fence about the experience?
Oh, just to let go of your fears. That the biggest thing standing in your way is yourself.
Yeah.
And that if the feelings are the language of the soul, and if you're getting a feeling, well, that's a message from your soul to let you know there's something that we need to fix here. And don't let the mind get in the way. Don't let
Yeah.
the don't let that be the slayer of the real. What your
Yeah.
heart reels out, do not let the mind slay.
Yeah.
Please follow your feelings. If you feel that, oh, it'll it'll be so worth it. You'll
Yeah.
thank yourself in the end. It
Yeah.
is so healing and transforming, and such a beautiful space for you to grow.
Yeah.
You will find that there. I guarantee you that you won't be disappointed.
I love what you said. Feelings are the language of the soul. And I think that so often we all deny our feelings and we tell ourselves, again, limiting beliefs that we can't have this, or we doubt ourselves, or we worry that maybe it's not the right time, or are we really ready? And I think again, when you take that leap time and time again, you are supported and you are ready to grow and you're always ready to grow and you just have to choose it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's very simple. All you got to do is say yes, and everybody wants to say yes to life. So I
Yeah.
say yes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I always say like even if you have a romantic relationship with someone, like you're really in love with life. Like it's your relationship is to life.
Right. And even though when you're in a relationship, you're still an individual, and we
Yeah,
all
of
have their
course.
own work to do. That's the thing. We're all here to do our own work,
Yeah.
and we have our own work to do. This is a place where that work can be accelerated in
Mm.
a quick state, and all this stuff can be achieved in meditation. I do meditation, but they said this is just like a quick way to get there and get that. You want that healing. You got a blockage or something in your life. If something's going on, this will get you right down to the
Yeah.
nitty gritty, the shadow work, and what you need to do.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I know you said it before, and I know this is like a big investment, but for you, was this like worth the price to come down and do this retreat?
Oh, all I could think about when I came back was budgeting my finances to be able to come back again. So that's all I could think about, because I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, like I just want to, yes, be in that sacred place again. And like I said, I knew it when I left, and they had the closing ceremony, such a beautiful closing ceremony, that I said, when the time is right, I'll know that, and I'll be back again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just to be able to say that about something. I don't have many things in you know,
Yeah.
my life that I can say I can love to come back again. So for me,
Yeah.
it was well worth it. Oh my God, worth
Oh.
every penny.
Oh, I think what's cool about it too is like we're in no way trying to create a revolving door where people are dependent on the retreat, but it's kind of like a sanctuary where people, when they need a reminder, when they need a little break, when they need a
Reset.
refresher, reset, yeah,
Yeah.
they can just have this safe place to come to,
Right.
or bring a new loved one or friend with them to have that journey. But like you said, we all are here to do our individual work, and when we feel more whole and complete within ourselves, we can be better partners, friends, mothers, daughters, brothers, husbands, all of that.
We help the whole planet by raising our vibration. We're healing ourselves. We're helping everything all around us. It's the inside out thing. And yeah, and that's beautiful, because I could feel the energy still for days afterwards, like just walking around with a beautiful smile on my face.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That you're going to get the effects. You're going to get so much more than what you pay for.
Well, I love this. And so I'd love to just hear like what are you taking forward from this retreat? Like you got this refresh of your energy, but what else are you kind of taking forward from this experience?
I feel like I got over like a lot of my fears, because I'm studying voice acting. So I take improv classes. And so the class before the retreat, I was pretty wound up and pretty much in my head. And in improv, you got to be in the moment. And that's what I love about it. You got to be your true authentic self. You can't rehearse anything. So that's really why I love it. So therapeutic. And the class I did after it, I was so, even the teacher was like, wow, Frank, you got something going there. I want to send you this book that will help you more with that. And because I was so relaxed and able to just be myself in the moment. And I went, wow, I was amazed myself, because I was curious to see what the effects were going to be like. And I became more of myself and easier. The fear was not there as much. And
Yeah.
of course, we all have it, but still, I felt more love, because I'm feeling love cancels fear. Fear cancels love.
Yeah.
So I was feeling still a high off the love I was coming from Sayulita Wellness, that the fear wasn't as much there. And I noticed that. And yeah. And in my workplace too, I would just like, things weren't really bothering me as much as they would before. I wasn't in my head so much. It was more in my heart. So
Yeah,
that's
that's beautiful.
yeah.
I was it's so funny because I knew you did voice acting but then coming into this call, I wasn't like thinking about it top of mind. I was like, oh, Frank has such a good voice. It's so relaxing. Like I was like, wow, he makes you feel really calm and like it's just really good. So I was gonna say, oh, like you should do some like read audiobooks or do like, voice stuff. It's just so funny. But I obviously remember that you did that. It's just funny. I wasn't thinking about it.
uh,
Oh, so
yeah.
it's coming through.
Yeah, that's what. Then that, like I said, this is in this endeavor, I have to be more of my. When you're reading some scripts, they really don't like that announcer voice anymore. They want that conversational tone that makes
Yeah.
people feel like you're not trying to salesy, sell me something.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get more of that, and doing the medicine helps you relax into yourself, to just float
Yeah.
and to know, like you said, your worth. that you bring a gift that you can trust. And if you can trust in this process, you can trust in yourself, that
Yeah.
you've already did it from the moment that you trusted. So you have
Yeah.
that power. And it's just so illuminating. It'll just bring you back to yourself. And
Oh, that's well, so
great.
amazing. And I'd love for you to give a blessing or a like insight or just, some words of wisdom to people who are kind of watching this now and, feeling maybe a little fear, but so much excitement and just, a little words of wisdom from your beautiful voice, Frank.
I would just say that, you are enough, that you're perfect just the way you are, that just to love yourself from the deepest part of your heart, that trust in the process. If it's a difficult one at times, I know I'm right there with you. We all share the same energy in that manner. And I would say, just let go and trust, and that there's a greater power, and you're not alone. And I feel that a lot sometimes in my life, but we're not alone. And that's something I felt down there in Sayulita Wellness that reminded me that there's a bigger picture that we're all part of, and you are loved.
Yeah. I love that. Your voice at the end reminds me of, do you know Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams?
Yes,
Because he
yes,
does the voice acting, and but at the
yes.
end, he's got his show back, and he's sitting there, kind of talking about
Oh,
as himself.
that's right. That's right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to go back and watch that.
he's a voice actor in that movie. That's his
That's
character.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's one of my bigger inspirations too.
I was gonna say you kind of sounded like him at the end when you were just talking as yourself in a nice way, like just kind of this real tone. So,
Yeah. He
yeah.
can do so many wonderful voices. That's why he's such a big inspiration to me.
Yeah, he does a great in the intro of that movie. He's doing all the voices, and it's so
Yes,
so cool.
yes.
But also like using your voice for affirmations and for positive messages could be a really wonderful way to use your voice as well.
That's yes, absolutely. I have a lot of books about that,
Yeah,
affirmations. So, like, I practice 30 minutes a day. And
yeah,
so I said, well, if you're going to read something, I'll do 15 minutes on reading a book and then 50 minutes on commercial scripts, but I'll grab a book off the shelf of something that's inspirational.
yeah.
And now I get time to read and I'm also practicing at the same time. So
Yes. Well, one day maybe you'll record these affirmations for other people because you have a beautiful voice, but you have a lot of love behind the voice, which is
you
most
give me,
important.
I've been thinking about creating content for social media, and I have a hard time marketing myself, but you're making me think about something right there. That's a great thing.
Yeah,
That's a great idea to create content
yeah.
with. Yes.
But
And
just
that,
affirmations and positive
yes,
messages. Yeah.
absolutely. That's not the first time I felt it the other day too. Wow. Thank you so much, Kaylee. That's what I'm going to do.
Uh,
That's what I'm going to do. Oh, that feels so right. That feels so right.
Yay! It bridges all your interests in one place. So
Yes, yes, and I can do it from a heartfelt place because I really feel that, and
yeah,
for the highest good of all concerned. Uh,
yeah, and
that's
just
what I,
yeah,
I wanted to use my voice for the highest good. That's another thing I remember saying to myself is would be something that, because I don't want it to be about money. I want it to be
yeah,
about helping others, and that that it's lifting another one up. I don't want to be
yeah,
this about the ego. Because
yeah,
we're going away from that. I feel in the future we're getting to a place where we're going to be like more about more family oriented type of society
yeah.
where we're helping
I,
each other.
I truly hope so because that's
I
what it's
do
all
too.
about. So
I do too.
yeah,
Really, that'd be
yeah.
my dream.
Reciprocity, mine too. Um, well, thank you for dreaming this beautiful dream alongside me and all of us, and for sharing all your wisdom and your beautiful heart. And I'm so excited to see what you create and all that you be and all that you share going forward. And just, yeah, such a pleasure to talk and connect. And you were like, oh, I don't know if we'll have 20 minutes to talk about it or 30 minutes to talk
Oh,
about it. And
that's funny. I know.
look at us. I think we've been talking for about 30 minutes. So
Yeah, exactly.
I knew
Oh,
it. I knew it would
it's
flow.
been such a pleasure. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, such a pleasure. And once again, just like the retreat, more than I expected. This interview is just like that. It's like, wow, wonderful. You're
yeah.
so easy to talk to, and I feel such good energy from you.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I feel very lucky to do the work that I get to do every day and to
Oh, you're so blessed. Oh, you're so blessed.
very lucky. But also to see the transformation in the lives of the clients is really like the biggest gift for me. And
Oh,
knowing that it's just helping us all remember and helping the world evolve. And well, the world is in a good place, but helping us humans evolve back to who we are.
Right. You guys provide such a, I remember commenting on that. What a wonderful thing you do. The, I feel like the creator is speaking through me to let you know you need to be acknowledged that what you're doing is such a good thing. You're creating space for people to come, grow, heal, whatever they're looking for. You're creating that space. What a beautiful thing to do for others. What service to spirit. That is what inspires me. You are my heroes. You're the people I look up to. keep doing the
Oh,
keep doing the wonderful work you do, because it's such a blessing. It's more than you know.
yeah. Well, right back at you. And I think what I feel so proud of you for when you're feeling like you're living from the mind to make a change and find a better state to operate from and choose to kind of, evolve and let go of that state and drop into the heart. And anyone who can keep doing that is like doing the good work.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh.
Well said. Couldn't say it better.
Oh, well, Frank, I look forward to keeping in touch and send us over your affirmations and the beautiful messages that you start creating and don't overthink it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, thank you,
Oh,
Katie.
my pleasure. I will talk to you soon, my
All right.
friend.
Very good.